Now flatten out your hand like this. If you bounce it just a
little.
little.
I feel something. I feel something like a leg or something.
Yep. Okay.
Good.
Yes, it's good.
That was so fun!
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, actually. I didn't start a video early this morning. Julie and Carson right now from Fake Family and a Farm. Carson had a little bit of caffeine in a smoothie earlier. He's bouncing off the walls. Oh, Lord. Like a dang 3-year-old. Matt drove over to my mom and dad's to pick up his truck that my dad's been working on and to pick up Effie and Cullen. They've spent the week over there having a blast, eating like crazy and fishing and shopping and just hanging out and getting to spend some good time with my parents. Me and Carson, Roger, they just took a break. He is out working on this morning, and he's not going to work tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is Easter Sunday. I hope you all are celebrating Easter tomorrow, but he's got all the soffit up around the exterior part of the house here. And so, and then they are working on the strings drawn. It's crazy. Getting the ceiling up here. So get the ceiling up, and I decided this week that I'm actually going to stain that ceiling instead of paint it. I had thought the whole time that I'd paint it, but now I really think I'm going to stain it like a dark stain. Less concern about dirt and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about it, actually. Sent a picture to my mother-in-law. She agreed. Staining would be great. So blame her if you don't like it, but I think we'll love it. Anyway, we are fixing to get started while they're not here. We had to run to town and get a couple things this morning. Carson's fixing to get started sanding the post that's under the carport, and we're going to go ahead and try to stain those and the post that then Roger will use to do these, to do the Y brackets on the post, because it is kind of difficult to get in between those little areas. So we're going to go ahead and sand and stain all those before he ends up putting the Y brackets up. So work on that today. Matt should be back this afternoon. We're hoping to work on the raised beds a little bit, and trying to think, what else was I going to get done, Carson? I'd like to build a set of shutters just to see how it would look on some of these windows. So we'll do that. But when Effie and Cullen get home, we're getting some snuggles. Effie did not feel super great this morning. She had a low-grade fever. They both have gotten hit with pollen and allergy type stuff. My dad didn't feel real well yesterday. So we might be getting some sick kids back today. We're going to get started and see what all we can get done. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love it if you would click down below and subscribe and follow us along. We are hopefully about halfway through our renovation, hopefully more than halfway. And so it's been a fun and long journey and a lot of work, but it is going to be so worth it, and it's going to be a crazy transformation. Come and subscribe and be part of that process. People, I ran out of stain, so I've got all those posts done, and then we've got some of the little pieces that'll be some of the braces up there. So I got one and like one other side stained of those, but I've still got 3 big posts and all the Y's in the front. We'll still have posts in the back, and I'm gonna stain this ceiling the same color. So I've already been to town once, but I'm about to go again because I gotta have stain. And Lowe's is closed tomorrow for Easter, of course, which they very much well should be. So anyway, Carson's coming back with putting Doc back in his stall for now, and then me and him's gonna run to town real quick, and then we're hoping we get people home in about 3 hours, maybe a little less, but about 3 hours we should get Cullen and Effie home. So I'll be glad to have all of my people back under one roof. All right, guys. Matt should be home. What, Carson, you think about half an hour or so? How about half an hour? Called him, me and Carson called him. Carson drove me to town, caught him on the way back, and just to see how the trip was. And Cullen was a little bit hungry, but he didn't feel super great. They pulled into Dairy Queen, had a couple bites of ice cream, a chicken nugget of Effie's, and he threw up in the parking lot before they could get out of the parking lot. So he said he acts better now, but he obviously is not feeling too great. So him and Effie both, they're not feeling super great. Effie's got a sore throat. And just real congested. So they're probably gonna be quarantined together in Effie's room when they get home. Stay away from Carson. I'm probably fixing to head back out and try to get a little bit more staining, these posts done before they get home. And hopefully they won't be too bad sick. But anyway, that's the way it goes. So I'm supposed to go back to school on Monday. So hopefully this is just a real short little thing. I know there's been a stomach virus going around too, so who knows what it could be. Okay, guys, we got back, and most all the ceiling you see, the soffit here, and then of course the front boards all got put up today. So all that's gonna need painting, and then most of the ceiling, I think he ran out of the long pieces of plywood, so that little strip didn't get done. Everything else got done. I think we'll still have to do the seams, so you can't see the seams, and then I'll get busy painting or staining. I think I'm gonna stain it. But that'll be what's next. All right, kids are home. They're sick. Effie's got fever 102. Are you kidding me? Effie, come out here, baby. You probably don't need to be picking him up with a fever. You're probably a little weak. Happy Easter. Our Easter is very much different this year. With Cullen throwing up yesterday and Effie sick with a crazy fever. We are huddled out at home. Kids have not even done Easter eggs or anything like that. I don't know that Effie's gonna feel like it. She said she wanted to try, but she was 102.7 last night. So she's been cuddled up and little throat a little tingly, but nothing else really. She hasn't eaten in a couple of days. I think all the acute care places will be closed on Easter Sunday. I guess we might see if one's open later. I might take her to see what they say. We have got to do some cow working today to do some pregnancy checking. We were checking our records, and I don't know if we ever checked our mamas from when they were with the bull up through middle of January. So now me and Matt's sort of in panic mode, like, oh my gosh, like seriously, did we miss a breeding for cows? So he's not very happy this morning. But we've been so busy with this house. It is what it is, and we'll see. So we're going to draw some blood, pregnancy check those, and then we've got to worm some. Just this time of year, we always usually do it, and then we're actually selling 5 or either 6 of our calves. So we've got to load them up and take them to auction tomorrow. Matt's fixing to pick up a bench for me that I'm going to do a transformation on for a kitchen island. And then we're just going to poke along today and see what we can get into. I'm going to do some more staining and finish staining all these posts. The boys have done a couple of things around the house. Mostly it's kind of a lazy day. But spend at home nonetheless. Reminding everybody what we're celebrating Easter for. But we didn't get to go to church this morning. So I'm going to walk over here with Matt. He's kind of grumpy. That's okay. A little project that I'm going to take on. This is a really old table that somebody built. Our neighbors were moving and needed it out of the shed, and I think like a granddaddy built it as like a work table or something like that. Well, I need a big island in my kitchen, and I was going to build one from like old barn wood and scraps, and then Effie says hey. She's on the couch sick. She's got a fever. Anyway, I was going to build one out of like some old barn wood and things like that. And then I was over looking at this one the other day about something. And I was like, it might could work for an island. So nonetheless, I am going to tackle trying to turn this in to an island worthy, that's kitchen worthy. An island that's kitchen worthy. So, so anyway, lots of before and after pictures, and we'll let you see what I think. I'm going to start by ripping some of these rotten boards off the bottom, and then I'm going to have to redo the legs because it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of tilted like to the left, like where these legs may be a little bit shorter. So I'm going to work on getting that level. Some of the legs over here on this side are a little bit rotten on the bottom where it was probably sitting on the ground for a while. Anyway, definitely has some work that needs to be done, but I really think I can make it spectacular. So we'll find out. Is it heavy, Cullen?
No.
Make them noodles grow, boy. Oh. Take it.
He's like,
Ow! It's
now, both of you are going to take it so we don't wind up cracking it. Then it won't be any good.
What's up, Nitwit?
Hi, you dumb.
Hey, Cullen, get in the front. Carson, get towards the back.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, whoa, yeah, go.
Oh, stop. I got it. It's a little light as I thought it would be.
Here you're going to see our poor attempt at getting these cows in the corral. Note they're supposed to be going in the corral, and they were all going out. This will make you lose your mind faster than you realize. This is not good. All right, this little guy is one of the first ones to go to the sale, and he has been kind of a little bit of trouble since he's been here. He gets out, does not respect fence. He is a steer. He's about 6 months old. He got to go.
Ready to go to sale.
Actually, he might be about 7 months old. Anyway, he's time to go. So everybody else is just kind of hanging out waiting. We're going to wean our pull calves away today, and some of these are going to the sale this afternoon. They'll get sold tomorrow, and the cows will all stay, but it's the calves that we're saying bye to. Definitely not Matt's truck. It's going to turn time truck because we're taking turn time. We're taking turn time bulls to do what?
I said I can't wait to ride in that thing.
Are you going with him?
Oh yeah.
Matt's a little short-tempered because he's trying
No,
to...
he fine. What are you talking about?
He's had his last thing of nicotine yesterday and some tobacco products. He's not very friendly today.
We won't put it in the video.
Oh, I will put it in.
It'll be bonus clips.
Don't start it. Don't start it, friends.
Got them all in? Got him.
Got them all in, right, Cullen?
Yeah.
Nobody lost a finger. Well, Daddy almost did.
Yep.
Come on, we can pull it down. Son.
Leverage, buddy. Gotta grab it. Yep. Smear it on there and do it like this. You're gonna go in. And just straight in like a fist. Okay, if you go a little bit further when you go in, probably about right there. Now flatten out your hand like this. Now push down, and you should feel like some little hard pieces.
I feel like it's
Like little hard pieces. You see it? You feel it?
I feel it. Hold on.
If you bounce it just a
Oh,
little.
I feel something. I feel something like a leg or something.
Yep. Okay, that's good. Let's leave her alone.
What? What is that? Red.
Poop and put a little blood. All right, now just pull it up here and take it down.
You good?
Yes, it's good.
That was so bad!
Put that back, baby. Okay. All the blood is drawn on the cows. Cullen got to palpate and feel a calf on Daisy. We know she's pregnant, and so based on what we could feel, should be due fairly soon, I would guess, maybe over the next month. Didn't feel anything on Stella, but we know she's pregnant from a blood test, so she may lack a little longer. And I didn't check Dorothy, but we know she's not due till July. We should be good on her. So now I'm gonna go check on Effie because, you hold that down for me, Bunny, because she has called me twice and does not feel well. So I gotta go check on her. Hey, good morning, guys. It's actually Monday. I am home from work with a sick girl. She is, last night was rough, not gonna lie. It was probably the worst. She came home Saturday, so Saturday night was, you know, a little rough. Last night was really rough. Like, she was awake a ton, but she hasn't, she was the worst around 2 o'clock, and then her fever broke about 2:30, and she has not ran a fever again yet. It's a little after 11, I think, or 11:30. So that's fantastic. So I'm hoping that she's over the worst of it. No Tylenol since before bed last night, which is probably closer to like 11 o'clock. So I feel like if her fever was going to come back, it'd be back already. So I am praying that she's over the worst of it. She did ask for some food this morning, so she had some mashed potatoes and a little bit of Jell-O. So that was improvement because she had not eaten since like Saturday morning. It's been about 2 days. So anyway, she's on the couch in there watching a little bit of TV, something. I am going to come out here and stain some more of these posts. I'm supposed to be at work today, but of course I stayed home with her. So she really didn't want me out here. But she's not running a fever, so I'm going to try to get a few things accomplished while she's just hanging out. It is a gorgeous day today. Hoping Matt can get a little bit of the garden tilled up again for me today so I can put some tomato plants in the dirt. They really need to get in the dirt. Weather's supposed to be warm and nice this week, so it'll be a perfect time to plant a garden. I've got to finish getting seeds, and actually I need to order some seed. I may go do that real quick before I start staining. And then I got to pick up some locally that we're going to use too. So anyway, we'll see what we can get done. Not a lot accomplished on the house this weekend. Of course, yesterday was Easter, and I was with Effie most of the time. I'm still working on this little bench. I've got to find some wood pieces to go on the bottom, which I have a few, I think, but then my dad has some cypress I would really like to use. If he has enough pieces to go all the way across, that would give it a little sentimental value because it came from the creek behind their house. So anyway, I may try to pick it down a little bit today. We'll see. See if I can start getting it squared up a little bit. And if I can get it squared up, then I can start sanding it, and that would be great. And then I can have everything sanded and done except for just the bottom part until I find the wood exactly like I want to go on the bottom of it. Cows are mooing. You can hear them in the background because babies went to sale yesterday. So some of those mamas they didn't think they were quite ready to be without their babies. So, but then there are 2 babies still over there. So maybe they can all share the love for today. All right, guys, I got a few more minutes before I'm going to change clothes and get ready to take Effie to acute care. She's feeling much better, but still not herself. Very whiny, and she's feeling like she needs to go. So that's fine. I'm going to take her to let them look at her. I have pulled off a leg here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. But I got one leg cut that's the size I need. All these legs are going to have to be repaired because the bottom of them is just a little bit where it's side outside. It's not what I want them to be. So we're going to take all those off, but we're going to have to do it one at a time. And I just went and got some screws. So I'm going to try to get this leg on, this one leg, before I do the other brace post. And then maybe I won't destroy it and mess it up completely. It was going to be a busy week for sure with a lot of sick people. So let's reflect on some of the fun things that Cullen and Effie did at my parents' before they came back home. And we'll get ready for this next week. It was a doozy.